It's time for a Truthnado! This one is about the upcoming eclipse on April 8th, 2024. People are making a big deal about it. People are planning parties all over the country. But some places are also calling out the National Guard and telling people to stock up on food and water. Why is that? Is this eclipse some kind of harbinger of a disaster? Is it going to cause any trouble? No, the eclipse isn't. I'll get back to that later. But if there is a celestial being that might cause trouble, I got my eyes on the Pons Brooks Comet that's passing over Earth in June. This one has a history of bringing some bad luck with it. So it passes every 71 years. So the last time it came was 1953. And what happened then was the Great North Sea Flood. Severe flooding in the Netherlands that affected Belgium, England, Scotland. Bad stuff there. And then before that, that'd be 1882. Well, what happened then? That was the year of the Great Colorado earthquake that hit a 6.6 on the Richter scale. Again, serious stuff. Well, let's go back then. Maybe this is all coincidence. How about the time before that? That'd be 1811. What happened then? The New Madrid earthquake in Missouri. It was a big one, and it had thousands of aftershocks that could be felt as far away as Louisville, and that lasted for months. So if there's a troublemaker up there in the skies, I call it this comet. That's not a Truthnado. That's just some truth funnel clouds floating around as fun facts. My Truthnado about this is that all those National Guards and the stocking up on the food and the water, it's not because of the eclipse, it's because of the parties. These areas are going to be flooded with a lot of people, and some folks are afraid that people might use this eclipse as cover to do some dirty business. People do things like that. Now let's talk a little bit about the history of eclipses, huh? Reading. The first recorded notation referencing an eclipse dates back to about 5,000 years ago, according to NASA. Spiral petroglyphs carved on 3 ancient stone monuments in Ireland depict alignments of the sun, moon, and horizon and likely represent a solar eclipse that occurred November 30th, 3340 BC. Now, today we know what eclipses are about. Back then, they had no idea. They must have been freaked out. Like some giant demon is devouring the sun, so people running around crazy. They go to their church leaders saying, "What's happening?" The church leaders be like, "Well, collection plate's been a little low lately. That might have something to do with it." But now we know. There are types of eclipses. There are 3 types. There are solar, lunar, and a polar ice eclipse. But a polar ice eclipse is actually a gum, not a celestial event, so don't be fooled. And if you plan on watching this eclipse, if you plan on going for a party, by all means do so, but don't stare directly at the sun. It's not a good idea. Get you some smoked glass or some glasses. Go online, find safe ways to look at the eclipse. But here's my Truthnado, my F5 Truthnado about if you go out of town and have a party and look at this eclipse. It's boring. Eclipses are kind of cool to think about, and like the first minute or so, kind of cool, but then it's like someone's playing with a dimmer switch. So my Truthnado is eclipses are both fascinating and boring.